Admit it, you know this ritual by heart. You find that tiny crack, wedge your thumb in, and pop. You've just claimed the little green prize hidden inside, the pistachio. It's addictive, it's pricey, and, believe it or not, it's potentially explosive. Let's find out why. Welcome to Amazing Nearby. Today, we're deconstructing this ancient snack, and here's the first shocker. A pistachio isn't actually a nut, not even close. Botanically speaking, it's a drupe, the culinary seed of a fruit. Think of it like this. In the wild, they grow in fleshy clusters, just like peaches or plums inside of a cherry stone, but way more delicious. When they're ripe, the outer hull turns a beautiful blush pink. So, every time you eat a pistachio, you're essentially cracking open a fruit pit to get to the heart. Kind of weird when you think about it, right? It's like eating the inside of a cherry stone, but way more delicious. But wait, it gets darker. The pistachio has a bit of a villain streak in its DNA. It belongs to the Anacardiaceae family, meaning its closest relatives are the delicious mango, the buttery cashew, and the dreaded poison ivy. The tree is literally saturated with urushiol. That's the same oily irritant that turns a simple hike into a week of itchy rashes. For the people harvesting your snacks, it's a high-stakes, skin-irritating mission. They have to be incredibly careful not to touch the sap or the crushed leaves. It's a strange irony. One of the world's most delicate delicacies is protected by a chemical weapon. And we've been obsessed with this seed for a long, long time. About 9,000 years, actually. Long before plastic bags and grocery aisles existed. They were the ultimate symbol of wealth. In the ancient world, owning a pistachio orchard was like owning an oil well today. Take the Queen of Sheba, for example. Legend says, decreed pistachios a royal-only food. She literally monopolized the entire harvest for her court. If you were a commoner caught growing them for personal use, you'd be looking at a serious arrest. Over time, culture really shaped their identity. In Iran, world's historic heart of production, they're known as the smiling nut because of that iconic open shell. They even have different names for the shapes, Kawaguchi or Akbari. In China, it's the happy nut, a traditional gift given during the Lunar New Year. It's fascinating how a biological quirk of a shell became a universal symbol of joy. But have you ever wondered why it smiles? Unlike walnuts, pistachios have a superpower, natural dehiscence. As the seed grows inside, it expands with such force that it pops its own armor. It's a physical battle between the growing heart and the rigid casing. If you stand perfectly still in a pistachio orchard during the peak of harvest, you can hear it. A rhythmic, ghostly pop, pop, pop. It's the sound of 1,000 shells cracking open in unison, a tiny botanical symphony played by the heat of the sun. But here's where things get volatile. Once they leave the tree, they become a logistics nightmare. See, pistachios are packed with unsaturated fats and have almost zero water. In the world of global shipping, that makes them a ticking time bomb. If they are packed too tightly, they begin to breathe and oxidize. This process creates a feedback loop of self-heating. The fats begin to decompose, generating energy that has nowhere to go. They are officially classified as dangerous goods on the high seas. A single container of pistachios can spontaneously combust. It doesn't need a spark, it just needs enough pressure to turn it into a maritime inferno. This why crews have to monitor the temperature with extreme precision. So, next time, remember what you're holding. You're dealing with a royal relic and a cargo that can burn down a ship. Thanks for watching. Hit subscribe. Stay curious. Bon appetit. But fair warning, stopping is the hardest part.